it has certainly been a while. If you're new to my channel, my name is Katie. I'm just trying to make this video really quick. Basically, what I like to talk about a lot is like helping people, and today's video is going to be just dropping off my Operation Christmas Child shoeboxes. So I'm sorry that this is like super last minute, but I will explain. Okay, so I've been like super stressed, and I have anxiety, and it's just been like getting worse for some reason. I don't really know. I don't really think it's because of COVID. Yes, I did go to a doctor. I don't really think it's because of COVID, because quite honestly, I'm a super introvert and I literally love staying at home. Like, I love having an excuse to not go places right now. But I think that it's just kind of like everything building on top of each other. I live in the United States. We had the election. That was stressful. It's kind of still stressful because it's still kind of ongoing. My work's been super busy. We're understaffed by like 10 people, and people literally just keep quitting left and right. You know, good for them that they're able to find a new job, but it's just super stressful because the rest of us have to pick up the slack for everyone else. Like, today's the end of the day. It's Friday, and let me just show you like how much work I have. Obviously, I'm not gonna like show customer names or anything, but I still have 18 emails at the end of the day. Okay, so I'm doing the best I can to block out like my company information right now. I think it's all pretty blocked out. And if you see like all those flags, a flag means an overdue work. And if you just scroll, like literally I am so overwhelmed. It's not even funny. Some of that was due to an unsupportive supervisor I had, unfortunately. I did get a supervisor switch, but I kind of like, it's a little bit too late. Anyway, so that's where I've been. Right now what I'm doing is I'm going to turn in my Operation Christmas Child boxes. Obviously, you see I'm not recording in my normal spot just because I truly am so stressed and I do not have the energy to like set up my camera and record like normal. So I'm just kind of holding it above my head. So we'll see how this goes. My birthday is tomorrow. Actually, it'll be today when I post this, November 21st. So we're just going to try to get these boxes turned in, have a good time. I did go do my labels online. I have a bunch of those. I have to, I'm just going to tape them onto these with packing tape, and I'm going to carry those boxes down to my car and go drop them off. Now, my dilemma is over here. I have these 4 boxes, and they're all things that are missing like one thing each. Like, this is a girl 2 to 4. It's missing underwear. I have notes on each of them as to what it's missing. And quite honestly, I think I have the items in here. Well, it's like an extra closet, but I have all my giving storage in here, and I truly just don't think I have the energy to fill the boxes, but I still want to fill them to the best of my ability so that I can feel like I'm giving like a quality gift. And honestly, like, what's in there is a quality gift, but just for me personally, my boxes, I like to have them have certain things in them, and those are all missing a certain thing. There's only 4, so I think I might actually just hold on to them until next year, and I'm just gonna turn in these bunch over here. I think this is everything. I think I made 20 this year, so I guess maybe I'll be turning in 16. I haven't counted, but I will count when I put on the labels. My printer was like super running out of ink. You'll see how like the first ones I printed today are, you know, nice and like they work, and then these ones are super running out of ink. I don't even know if these trackings are gonna work, honestly, just because the ink is like so spotty. So I couldn't really continue printing more. There wasn't really a point to it. I mean, I guess I could have printed it just for the purpose of checking this off and not having the tracking working, which would be fine. But I think when I get there, I'm just gonna ask the people if I have any boxes missing labels, if they could just label them for me, because I do have it listed right there. So all they gotta do is tape on that little label. So I'm gonna go ahead right now and tape on those labels. I did do a little experiment this year. So last year I did 2 different transactions when I had like made a donation and printed out my labels. And it was interesting because they come with different tracking numbers, and they went to 2 different places, even though I dropped them off the same location, the same place. Like, the tracking number for one of them said it went to Honduras, and the tracking number for the other one said it went to Malawi. I always want to say it the right way. So I actually did 3 transactions this time, and I'm gonna see if like each transaction label goes to a different country. That would be super cool. So it's just kind of like my own little experiment, but also I don't know if these latest ones are even gonna scan because of my printer ink, but we'll see. So when you do this, you do just want to be careful to not accidentally tape it shut, because it will go to a processing center and they will have to open it up and check all the stuff that's in the box. Just make sure it's safe and good. And then you also want to put your label on the side like this, because they're actually going to take official packing tape and wrap it around the center. If you look at their Instagram or their YouTube, you'll see some videos of kids receiving boxes, and kind of like in the middle, you know, where my rubber band was, that is where they wrap tape around it. So if you put your tracking label or whatever in the middle, it's gonna get covered. I mean, they'll probably move it for you, but still, just like try to put it on the side. All right, so we've got them all labeled. I was short 1 label, but it is written on there in Sharpie, girl 5 to 9, so I'm confident that an employee can figure out just to put a regular label on it. So unfortunately, I won't be able to track that one, but like that's perfectly fine. All right, so we're in my garage right now, and my neighbors are like walking around the neighborhood, and they probably think I'm talking to myself like I'm crazy, but anyway, these are just like extra things that I did not include in my shoe boxes, and I have a lot of stuff and a lot of good ideas of what I would like to include in my shoe boxes next year. So these are just extra things that I'm going to donate so that the people at the distribution centers can include them in some of the shoe boxes that maybe aren't as full and stuff. So I'm gonna see if my local distribution center takes these items. So we are all packed here and ready to go. It's super funny because it's so dark and it's literally like not even 5 o'clock, so I hate this time of year. But anyway, we got all these in here, and the funny thing is when I was going to put these extras in the back, because I'm gonna ask if they take them, there's actually this bag. Oh, it's really dark, you can't see it, but basically it has stuff to include for my shoe boxes next year. Alright, so I was gonna talk a little bit and drive, but of course this is my first time trying to like record and drive, or like even bringing my camera in the car, and unfortunately the lighting right now is super terrible because it's so dark outside. I don't really have like a thing to hold the Okay, I don't know how like safe this is, but we're gonna give it a try. I mean, my eyes are on the road. This lighting is really terrible, so I guess I probably won't do this for too long. But I just wanted to like try to like talk while I drive a little bit, because I wasn't really setting up my camera today. Basically, I've just been like super stressed, and like the thought of any little tiny thing overwhelms me. Or like doing anything, like getting out of bed and cooking, and I've been eating a lot of takeout. And anyway, long story short, I feel like the stress isn't really COVID related, because like I mentioned, I am a homebody. I do like to just kind of chill out indoors, but I am a little bit concerned, I guess, because I do have asthma. I currently have like really high blood pressure, which is because of the stress. So it's kind of like one of those never-ending cycles. I mean, I guess I'm clinically overweight right now, so I guess that gives me literally like 3 risk factors for COVID, which isn't awesome. My husband has, so I've been working every day. I just work from home now instead of going into the office like I was. My husband has been going to work every day. He's like an essential worker, but not really. He's not like a frontlines worker, but he has been going to work every day. You know, they do wear masks and like social distancing and stuff at work, and I mean, we've been fine so far. The biggest stressor really is like my job, just being so overwhelmed and so understaffed. And I mean, I'm not gonna spend this whole time just like complaining about my job, because everyone gets stressed out at work, but for me it's just been I don't know, more stress than usual, I guess. And that's kind of it, but it's been kind of taking out all of my energy. Like I start working at 8 o'clock in the morning, and now that I'm working from home, I literally just like roll out of my bed at like 7:40. I let the dog out, I make a little something for breakfast, and then I just like walk into my office at home in my pajamas. And then I log off at 4:30, and I just like lay in the bed, and I'm just done. Alright, I'm almost there. Last year when I did this, I pulled up and they just kind of like came out right to me and they're like, oh, you here for shoe boxes? I was like, yeah. And then, you know, did everything, so I'm almost there. Okay. It said collection was 4 to 7 today, but I literally, this place looks dark. There's literally like a sign for Operation Christmas Shell. I can't believe I missed this. Hold on. Yeah, I literally almost missed that. Okay, this is like really awkward. I literally just like, so there's people here dropping off their shoe boxes, but they're like standing outside with a priest praying over their boxes, and I feel super awkward that I just like literally just drove by them while they were doing that. So, awkward Katie for the win. Okay, mission accomplished. Shoeboxes are dropped off. My camera, whoa, like my camera died, like just when I was talking to you guys before. So this is actually my cell phone camera. Ooh, I was hoping it was gonna have like better night vision or whatever, but it doesn't. I guess it kind of does a little bit. So I did my contactless drop off. I basically just pulled up. I told them that there was stuff in the back of my car and that I had extras in the back seat, and they did accept extras. So they just like took everything out and brought them in. They gave me this little like I packed a shoebox sticker and another sticker and a little postcardy thingy, so that's cute. They had me scan a QR code and then just like go to the website and type in my information, so that they had some information of like me, I don't know, just like the people who donated, just to keep a record of it. So yeah, so that's pretty much done. We have discussed the shoe boxes, we did the drop off. I was gonna make a whole other video of like the extra donated items, but just didn't have the mental capacity to do so, I guess you could say. But it's super interesting that my cell phone camera is like a lot better recording in the dark. Like I look light. I mean, I have a map light on. Oh, even still, this looks so much better than the camera, than like my real actual like camera. Ah, okay, it's much darker down here. So I haven't had much interest in doing things, and not in like a, you know, a bad way necessarily, just in like I am completely mentally exhausted. Like I am tapped out. Honestly, through work, like working from home, because we have been so understaffed and I have been working like so much like extra hard, so it really just like tapped me out. And I had a supervisor who was like not supportive and not very nice, very, very passive aggressive. I did, you know, do everything I'm supposed to do. I did talk to her boss. I did ask for a supervisor change. It was granted. I did talk to HR. Like, you know, we're good. But it took a lot of energy. And then, like, the time between I asked for the supervisor change and the time I got one, it just was a lot. I'm going to, like, take a turn and then go on a bunch of curvy roads. So, basically, I mean, I guess this is kind of, like, concluding the video. I'm sorry that this was like super disjointed and not my normal type of video. I am going to be making more videos, hopefully more frequently soon. I hope to do some like Christmas videos, because I did a bunch of Christmas shopping, so I can show you what I got for like each person, and hopefully maybe that'll give you some ideas of things that you can get for people. Yeah. So if I did not bore you too much, or this wasn't like too disastrous and disjointed for you, please click the subscribe button. I promise all my videos aren't like this, but yeah, this is me.